Thanks for staying with us. We'll be starting the newspaper reviews with The Nation. The major headline here, which has covered most of the papers, is Buhari, Nigeria mourns. President's duty, honor, and deep commitment to the unity and progress of our nation defined his life. Ex-president passes on in London at 82. His last days, burial likely today. Flags fly at half-staff for 7 days. Tinubu, we lost a patriot statesman. AU, ECOWAS, US, China mourn. Buhari's life, politics, legacies, his life in pictures, his battles with ill health. Obasanjo, Jonathan, IBB pay tributes from military ruler to democratic president. Awujale of Ijebu land, Oba Adetona joins ancestors. Why Natasha cannot resume by Senate. APC sweeps Lagos Council elections. What stories do we have in The Nation?
The former president's passing. So Nigerians are mourning the passing of former President Muhammadu Buhari, a towering figure in the nation's political landscape, who died in London yesterday at the age of 82. They say that weeks ago he left the country in a private jet provided by a world-acclaimed billionaire for a routine checkup, and his situation appeared to be improving as he went sightseeing at some point. But the former president's situation, however, took a turn for the worse as he was moved to ICU. The president got wind of the situation and immediately dispatched the vice president, Kashim Shettima, to London. And they said the vice president saw the former president Buhari before he was discharged and taken to a care home to recuperate. They said when a hint of how serious his illness was when Garba Shehu, during an event of his book presentation, had mentioned that people should please pray for his principal. And as we know, he was the one that also, for most people, saw the message from him alerting us of the passing of the president, former president. But we also have our president who, in a statement that he personally signed, says it's with profound sorrow and a heavy heart that he received the news of the passing of his predecessor, and at the hospital in the United Kingdom. He said that President Buhari was to the very core a patriot, a soldier, a statesman. His legacy of service and sacrifice endures. He served Nigeria with unwavering dedication, first as a military leader from January 84 to August 85, and so much more. But he says that as a mark of respect, our former leader have directed that all national flags fly at half-staff across the country for 7 days from today. He has also summoned an emergency Federal Executive Council session on Tuesday dedicated to his honor, and he will get a full military funeral as well. As once again, our heart goes out to the family and his loved ones. Yes.
Any other story?
His closest friend, or how will I put it, his very close friend, the Awujale, Oba Sikiru Adetono, Kayode Adetono of Ijebu, passed some hours after his passing yesterday. Very circumstantial.
Yeah, they planned it.
And these people, both of them have been very close friends from the 80s. The Awujale is the longest serving monarch in Nigeria. He served for 65 years. He got on the throne the year of our independence and has been on the throne since then. He's also not just a traditional ruler, the class of some that we know. He is a very educated, very influential traditional ruler. He served in government capacities all through his life and he brought his people out. The Ojude Oba used to be just an event within the Bobanese, Heina caucus of Ijebu land, but it's now become a national, Regbe and all of that, national event in the country every
international, in fact.
International, yes, global, of class, and what we are now exporting as part of our culture and tourism. And his passing, has really touched a lot of people. The president immediately expressed his condolences. The governor of Ogun State, who announced the passing, also has expressed his condolences, and mourning is in the land right now. I just, because as I said earlier, pray for their rest. Yes.
Okay, have another story?
Yes, I have the story of updates on Senator Natasha. So the Senate yesterday has said that there is currently no legal basis upon which the suspended Kogi Central Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan can resume duties at the National Assembly. The Senate, through his spokesperson, Senator Yemi Adaramodu, reacted to the purported moves by, according to them, Akpoti-Uduaghan to resume plenary tomorrow, allegedly based on the orders of the court. They said she has earlier announced the plan to resume, but in a letter that was addressed to the leadership of the Senate by her lawyers, who she has been suspended since March for alleged gross misconduct, and that she cannot resume legislative duties. They are claiming that the courts have squashed her suspension and that the Senate, and so therefore she can resume plenary. But this spokesperson is saying it's not possible, that there's no legal basis with which that can happen. They quoted a lot of legal, how will I put it? They quoted a lot of legal backings, the Constitution, which it hinges upon. The other party too, the lawyers of Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan too quoted their own. Okay. So between the constitutional side, we the members of the constituents that she represents obviously would like to know where they stand, because their own voice isn't going to be heard within the Senate right now because of what is going on, and I think that should be considered as well. Yeah,
so we have a couple of condolences for the passing of the former President Muhammadu Buhari, and the First Lady Oluremi Tinubu yesterday described the late former President Muhammadu Buhari as a leader who served the country with unwavering commitment, integrity, and a deep love for his people. She passed the condolence message and expressed, the profound grief over the death of the two-time Nigerian leader who passed away in London following a prolonged illness. We also have former Minister of Works and Housing Babatunde Fashola, who was also mourning the ex-president Muhammadu Buhari. He said, with heavy heart and profound sense of personal loss, I join millions of Nigerians and friends around the world to mourn the passing of the former president. We also had the Katsina State government yesterday declaring today work-free day in the state following the death of the former president Muhammadu Buhari. Governors across the country yesterday, mourned the death of the former president, and they said they had to pay glowing tributes to the man, mostly who was perceived as an epitome of integrity and frugality. The Sokoto state government, Ahmed Aliyu, yesterday also said the death of the former president Muhammadu Buhari has created a vacuum that would be too difficult to fill. So many of them, just posted their tributes to the late ex-president, and it's just more like a colossal loss. So people can get the tributes in The Nation. I think it's in page 2, page 20, from page 2. Yes, a lot of them. That's all we have basically here. We'll take a breather now. When we come back, we'll continue the newspaper reviews. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.